Morning, how you all doing? Friday, time for the action now to have a look at what's happening out at Fairview in Quebec. We got our race meeting there and looking forward to it. Of course, Nino Podesta's on the line. He's been in really good form. He's been tipping the jackpots every single Friday, which is great. A little bit unlucky not to have caught the pick six the other day, just by default of his scratching, unfortunately. If he had just to update those selections, we would have picked up $85,000. So anyway, it's that's history. Water under the bridge, but good news because he's not losing. So we're moving straight into the first. And in this race, this horse Casperita is all the rage. They're all talking about Casperita to win the first. It's a maiden juvenile plate. It's over 1,000 meters. And of course, it's from the Alan Creave stable. I would imagine it opened around 2-1 or thereabouts, but now it is currently trading around 7-10 and looks hard to beat. Having said that, there's a little bit of talk about Dean Smith's horse as well. Number 3, Eternal Spirit, is alive, they tell me. Is 5-2 second favourite. And the six on the card, Rock Me Mama, is 28-10. Nino, good morning. And have you spoken to our good friend Alan?
Yes, Clyde, good morning. They fancy the two very strong, but like you said, I heard that Dean Smith's horse can run, Eternal Spirit. It looks to me like they both fancied, but I'm going to go with the information. I think you can start off with having a punt or using Casperita as all-ons. But in the bipod, Clyde, if number 4 runs, then that's a banker in the bipod. All she has to do is go in the stalls and finish the race. Then you cannot go out the bipod. So for those that want to take that chance, banker number 4 on the outside, if she goes in, like I said, she must just go in the stall and finish the race with a jockey on, then you can't go out the bipod. But she is a very highly strung filly. And the problem I heard from Kelly Mitchley is that they might have some kind of problems getting her into the stall. So for that reason, I've added in number 2 in the bipod, but 4 could be the banker.
Okay, let's see what the story is. In terms of the bipod, Nino's got it on screen. He's explained it fully as to what the outcome could well be in the first leg, hence going 2 runners, and it cost 12 Rand. So this horse in the second race, number 10, Winter on the Green, is priced up 17-10 from the Kelly Mitchley stable. Muzieni is riding that. And from what I understand about this horse, Nino, this horse new to the yard, working well at home. She has very good form, and she has a winning chance. That's the comment from the yard. Winter on the Green, priced up 17-10. So doing very well at home. 6, Here Comes Johnny, is 28-10. There was a bit of a nibble for Here Comes Johnny, just so you know. Number 4 on the card, Title Mouse, is 3-1, and it's 10-1 and better about the balance. Also, don't forget, Elysian Bow is trading around 10-1. Then it's 16-1 and better. The rest of them, Winter on the Green, the right one?
I think it is, Clyde. Personally, I think it is. It's an open maiden. She's carrying 53 kilos, and she's got Muzieni up. The Cape form is strong. She's been running against winners in Cape Town, and the third to country time stands out here. I believe she's the right one. I think she's going to be hard to beat. I'm all in with her as a banker. I do make the danger number 6, Here Come Johnny. That third behind Overture, I think the form has been frank. Rockin' Blue ran second that day and came out to win by 3 or 4 lengths next time. So I make that the only danger. If they want to add the 6, I think they should do so. The bipod is only 12 Rand, and they've got scope to add where they like.
Thank you for that. Place accumulator, we'll go with Kelly Mitchley and Muzieni. We're bankering the 10 by 5 and 7. Banker 3 by 3, 5, 6. Banker the 1. Then horses 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 12. And at the back, 2, 7 and 9. Cost 108 Rand. This is an open maiden now. It's over 1,000 meters. Remember, we're on the turf. It runs about 25-2. on what is a good to soft track after a little bit of rain that's been received. The pens around 25, 26, somewhere around there. But betting this morning has got number 7 Atlantic Pearl. Little worried 1,000 metres on the sharp side, but 5-2 favourites. Number 5 Iconic Winter is at 3-1. Number 1 Indestructible, don't know anything about that. Maybe Nino does. Richard Faries asked to ride it for Jurgen van Heerden, is at 6-1. And number 6 Timeline is trading at 7-1. In Desire, number 10 for Cliffy Miller and Marco van Rensburg, they're also trading at about 7, and then you get 16 and better about the balance. I guess the question is, if you know anything about this first time Asana Karari, Nino?
I know nothing at all, Clyde, but it's a very interesting jockey booking for Jurgen van Heerden, putting Richard Fourie up. But unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Clyde, I like 2 horses here, 5 and 7. I know they both drop into the 1,000, but both have come out of strong form lines. Now, Iconic Winter ran 4th behind Intermani. Now, Intermani, after shedding his maiden, ran 3rd to Hazen Smoke, who came out to win again. And then he ran 2nd to Pomerol, who ran 4th in that same race that Hazen Smoke won. And then it won. So that form line has been franked. And also number 7, Atlantic Pearl. Another little body is a drop to the 1,000 and the second run after rest. But that form has also been franked behind Overture, where Rockin' Blue ran 2nd and came out to win by 4 lengths. So keep an eye on Here Comes Johnny. We see how he goes, which will then give you an indication of Atlantic Pearl's chances in the next. I like 5 and 7, but I don't think it stops there. There's others with chances.
Okay, well, we'll take our risk. 5 and 7. First leg of the pick 6 from Nino. And banker the 3 in the next leg. That's Nino going with that horse, the Bombo Gold as a banker. That's Chad Little and Justin Snaith that are teaming up. So there's a banker for you. And then there's another banker coming up later on, a horse called Fairy Night. And that costs 720 Rand. Now let's go to race number 4. Time to have a look at what comes up next. And it's jackpots, obviously, that we need to talk about. And just to give you some sort of idea about what the race looks like, it's an open maiden and it's over the 1,600 meters. This is where we were talking about that also Chad Little rides for Justin Snaith. It's trading at 19-20, but was 12-10 the last time I had a look. I'm sure may have come in at a bigger odd, but at this point in time is 19-20, the Cape Town horse. Number 1, Lana View, is trading 19-10. 4, Witching Hour, is 5-1. And number 5, Oh Mandy, is trading double figures, any price, 14 or 15s and better about the rest of them. The Cape Town horse looked the right one. I see their penultimate start, a couple of winners from directly from that form line. Seems fairly strong, good enough in this company. Is that correct, Nino?
Yes, absolutely, Clyde. I think you're 100% correct. The penultimate run behind Rosewood, who came out to win a minor feature on Wednesday at Kenilworth. Just have a look where she was drawn that day. 10 out of 11. I don't know if it was the winter or the summer course, but irrespective, it was badly drawn and only ran 3 lengths behind Rosewood. As I said, Rosewood came to beat Beachverse on Wednesday. Now, if Rosewood was in this race, you would believe that it could beat this field by 3. So for that reason, I'm all in with number 3, Le Bomber Gold. And please take note that it's the only horse that Justin is taking to PE, I'm sure. You wouldn't be taking the horse all the way to PE for fun. So I believe is there to shed the maiden.
Okay, La Bamba Gold it is. Was only a short head or a head behind a horse called Her World, who also came out of the Rosewood. So that's one as well. There we go. For Nino's jackpot, Banker 3 by 356 by Banker 1 by Field. Welcome back, everybody. Let's get on to the next event on the card now. This is race number 5. Just a reminder about our 0691643272 WhatsApp number. We're on the X platform as well if you want to get updates there. There's the QR code if you're watching on DSTV 240 to get your Betway account open. So make sure that all happens at the moment because we've got a lovely weekend coming up racing. The Wilgeborgsdrift, Gauteng Fillies Guineas and a Tab Guineas, the first leg, part of the Tab Triple Crown. It's going to be a great weekend's racing, Saturday particularly at Turfentine. 6 Galileo Star is favourite to win this at 33-10. Louis Makotwa for the Dean Smith stable. They have backed that. That horse opened at about 4-1 into 33-10 now. 5 Tintamaris at 4-1. Number 10 You're So Special 11-2. 8 1 Too Many 6-1. 7 Alicia's Love 8-1 this morning, as is the 11 Coastal Path, also 8-1, and it's 10-1 and better about the balance. Little bit of money for the favourite Galileo Star, Nino.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be very hard to beat, Clyde. Very impressive last time. I think Brett for the 12, I think he'll be better over the 12 on the Fairview track. He ran to Buffalo Bull, and that's a champion in PE. So that form has been frank. I think Buffalo Bull came out to win another 2 after that and beat a strong field last time, which included a hot pot favourite from the Greef stable. I can't remember. I can't recall the name of the horse. And he's only 2 kilos worse off at the weight with 1 too many. So I think he'll confirm that run. I believe that Tintamar is the only danger. She also ran against much stronger last time when she met Fairy Night, who I'm expecting to win the next race. And then I put in Bonjourville that's got good course and distance form, but a second run after the rest. And the only thing I can say is for those who back Bonjourville at 8 or 10-1, they should find Daryl Marie. He's offering 33-1.
Okay, so you've been talking to Daryl. Interesting. All right, if that's the case, then Bonjourville's in trouble. But thanks, Nino. I see you got the jackpot first leg. You've put in the 3 Bonjourville. You've added the 5 Tintamare and the 6 Galileo Star. Fairy Night is back in action and looks like a very hard horse to beat. For Alan Greef and Richard Fourie, the market says the same, really, is priced up at this point in time at 7-20. So that's the right one. The 2 Guy Gibson is 5-1, second favourite. 3 USA's Hope is 5-1, and it's 14-1 and better about the balance. All right, Nino, I guess, is it a walk in the park situation? Have you spoken to Alan? What's the story? What are we expecting now? I know you've got it banker, but what's the talk?
Yeah, well, Clyde, I mean, you don't have to speak to Alan about this. Also. You have to just look at the stats. 24 runs, 12 wins, 9 places. He's run 3 times out of the places in his whole career. He's beaten all these horses. He's slung in at the weights. It'll be a total disaster. And I can tell you one thing. Greef will be devastated if this horse gets beat. That's all I can say. There's no money in it, in punting it. So try and catch a trifecta or quartet with a minimum of spend. I think Guy Gibson will run second, and I think USA's Hope will run third. So
all right, so we'll take the quartet 1, 2, 3, like you've got it there. Or yeah, you've got the trifecta, 1 by 2 and 3 by 2 and 3, but maybe we should take the quartet straight line, 1, 2, 3, and then whatever's left for fourth, and catch it a few times. All right, well, that's the latest then in terms of Fairy Night, who looks a very hard horse to beat. Time now for race number 7. This is a handicap. It's over the 1,400 metres, should run at about the top of the hour thereabouts. Latest in terms of the market from Betway this morning, you've got number 7, Guarding the Wall, who's trading at 5-1. They've a little bit of support for Guarding the Wall. Sharon Kotson stable, Louis Mkotz was riding. That's top of the boards. Number 5, Travel Master, 11-2. Number 2, Valeria Mumbo's at 13-2. 12, Mr. Belvedere's 13-2. Number 6, Elusive Black is at 7-1. Number 1, Silvery Surfer is 8-1. And then you've got the 3, Pedro, who's at 10s. Also 10s, the 8 Golden Grey, and 14-1 and bet to the balance. Tough race. What's the story, Nino? How many have you loaded here?
In the jackpot, I got the field. Even though I do have a first choice, I think 6-1 Volare Mambo could be a bit of a punt or each way bet. That's my first choice in the race. The run behind Royal Kingdom stands out to me over course and distance. But then there's nothing between Volare Mamba and Salisbury Surfer behind Royal Kingdom. So I like both of them. I heard that the owner of Pedro will be very disappointed if a horse doesn't run in the first three. So I respect that. Travel Master's got a chance. Guardian of Wall's got a chance. And then Neil Pretorius' horse, we have to be loyal to him. Let's hope that Mr. Belvedere can at least run in the money and earn a check for him. So I've added that in as well. But there is another one that I didn't add in the PA that I think can cause an upset, but it's drawn badly. And that's number 10, Cheerful Charlie B. But all in all, a very tough race for me. My first choice is Bollard and Mamba, but I've gone the field. Hopefully we can get a horse like Mighty Mac from a one-draw winning or Mr. Belvedere.
Okay, well, we shout JC Burtis for Duncan McKenzie. Listen, 15 to 10, the top three is not a bad price. And the 2 horse is the recommended each way for Nino. Time for the betting now at the back, and this horse 2 Sun Spectacular. Muzieni and Kelly Mitchley, they trade around 7-2. This horse was at 6-1. I know there was a comment, and I just want to have a look if I can pick that up for you guys and give you an idea what that comment is from the stable, what they say about this horse. Dropped in class and has an each way chance, so they like this. And they backed it from 6-1 to 7-2. 9 Shori Kai is at 4-1. Number 8 Just One Kiss is at 13-2. The 13 Chronicles of Mania is at 9-1. So is the 16 Pomodoro Magic, all the same, 9-1. And then 12s and better about the balance. A little bit of money for Andrew Fortune's horse here, for Alan Greef, called Aminato number 7, shortened from 16-1 into 12-1. So maybe a trifecta quartet horse. But the bigger money, if you like, Nino, is for Sun Spectacular.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a horse that I've suggested each way bet on. So now I've missed the price of the 6-1. I don't think it's value anymore at 7-2, but I had to do the selections earlier this morning, and I saw the horse was at 6-1. I thought it was a good each way play. And like you say, it's down in class, ran against boys. It loves the poly runs you can ignore. He definitely prefers a turf from a 2 draw. He does carry a heavy weight, but he's very much down in class. But you know what? I can't bank at a horse like this because the going today could be on the heavy side, and we don't know what's going to happen. Aminato won a very good race over course and distance. I think he's learned to race now. He's got his confidence. I give that a chance. And obviously, Shori Kai. But all in all, let's hope we get another result here. And hopefully a horse like Blind Faith at 50-1 can win for us for the pick 6 and get a good payout. But Sun Spectacular is my first choice.
Thanks for that, Nino. There's the selection. Sun Spectacular, way to go. In terms of an each way recommendation, see how that all plays out, and hopefully we get some of the money to move into Gauteng Guineas Day on Saturday. We look forward to a superb day's racing.